things, our events, in the correct order. And normally we use the words first, next, then, and last. I didn't really hear those words, so let's talk about the order of what he did. What did David do first? It says, when he got to school, David took off his boots and hung up his jacket. So what did he do first? He took off his boots. Next, what did he do? He hung up his jacket. And last it says, he found a pencil and a fresh piece of paper. So he put things in a certain order. Sometimes if we put things out of order, it doesn't make sense. So it's very important that when we're sequencing things, we put them in the correct order. David thought for a moment, then he made a drawing of the tree he had seen. Okay? So our second question says, what did David make a drawing of? So what did he make a drawing of? A tree that he had seen. Very good. What caused? We're going to talk about cause and effect here. Cause is what causes something to happen or what makes it happen. Effect is what happened, the result. So what caused David here to draw a tree? He had seen one on his way to school, yes. And think about the effect. That's what happened. He drew a picture, okay? So the cause is he was walking to school and he saw a tree, and the effect is what happened, he drew a tree. Very good. All right, as we read, I also want you to think about the plot. The plot is how the story evolves, and you have the beginning and the middle and the end of the story. So we're going to stop right here. Those are your two questions for today. We're going to stop right here, and I want you to think, what was the plot here at the beginning of the story? David saw a tree that he wanted to draw. Very good. Okay? And you have now two questions to answer on your study guide. Hung means, and what did David make a drawing of? We just read it in the story. I have a news quiz for you. It's an AR story, and it's called The Day Jimmy's Boa Ate the Wash. It is a 2.2 level. It is written by Trinka Hakes Noble. What does she do? She wrote the story. She is called the author. The pictures are by Stephen Kellogg. What did he do? He drew the pictures. He is called the illustrator. Very good. This quiz is number 5466. 5466. So when we get done, type in that on Renaissance Place, take the quiz, and get 0.5 points. The Day Jimmy's Boa Ate the Wash. I love this story. It's so funny. How was your class trip to the farm? Oh, boring. Kind of dull. Until the cow started crying. Boring and dull, we call those synonyms. They are words that mean the same or almost the same. Okay? So on the class trip to the farm, what was it that cried? A cow. Very good. Look at that cow just a-crying in the picture. A cow crying? Yeah, you see, a haystack fell on her. But a haystack doesn't just fall over. It does if the farmer crashes into it with his tractor. Oh, come on. A farmer wouldn't do that. He would if he were too busy yelling at the pigs to get off our school bus. Oh my gracious, pigs on the school bus. I cannot even imagine what chaos that was. What were the pigs doing on the bus? Eating our lunches. So what are the pigs doing on the bus there? Eating their lunches. Look, I see peanuts, bananas, apples, cookies, cake, pies, all kinds of good food, and the animals are eating away at them. those mean old pigs. Why were they eating your lunches? Well, because we threw their corn at each other and they didn't have anything else to eat. Well, that makes sense, but why were you throwing corn? Because we ran out of the eggs. Out of eggs? Why were you throwing eggs? That sounds like one kind of field trip, throwing eggs at each other, throwing corn at each other. Because of the boa constrictor. The boa constrictor? Yeah, Jimmy's pet boa constrictor. What was Jimmy's pet boa constrictor doing on the farm? Oh, he brought it to meet all the farm animals, but the chickens didn't like it. So why did Jimmy bring his pet boa constrictor to the farm? Yeah, to meet all of the animals. Look, they're pulling that long, big boa constrictor, which is a snake, if you didn't know that, a big snake, out of the bag. You mean he took it to the hen house? Yeah, and the chickens started squawking and flying around. I bet they did. I'd be scared too. Go on. What happened? Well, one hen got excited and laid an egg, and it landed on Jenny's head. The hen? No, the egg. And it broke. Yucky. All over her hair. What did she do? She got mad because she thought Tommy threw it, so she threw one at him. What did Tommy do? Oh, he ducked, and the egg hit Mary Ann in the face. And that's how the egg fight started. So, she threw one at Jenny, but she missed, and it hit Jimmy, who dropped his boa constrictor. Oh, I know, and the next thing you knew, everyone was throwing eggs, right? Right. So what made Jimmy drop his boa constrictor? He got hit, as you can see, with one of the eggs in the head. And when you ran out of eggs, you threw the pig's corn, right? Right again. Well, what finally stopped it? Well, we heard the farmer's wife screaming. Why was she screaming? If you can look in the picture, you might see why the farmer's wife was screaming. We never found out because Miss Stanley made us get on the bus and we sort of left in a hurry without the boa constrictor. Look at why she was screaming. That big boa constrictor was right there in her face. I would have been screaming too. I bet Jimmy was sad because he left his pet boa constrictor. Oh, not really. We left in such a hurry that one of the pigs didn't get off the bus, so now he's got a pet pig. So what was the new animal that Jimmy got as a pet since he left the boa constrictor? A pig. Boy, that sure sounds like an exciting trip. Yeah, I suppose if you're the kind of girl who likes class trips to the farm. There's that pig. The end. Let me tell you, if we went on a field trip and you guys acted like that, oh, Miss Craven and myself would not be happy. But I know you guys would never ever do that because you are super sweet. I love this story. It is definitely fiction, fake. None of the events could really happen. So now you can take this test, 5466, the day Jimmy's boa ate the wash, hopefully make 100 and get you 0.5 points, well on your way to making your goal of 10 points. That is it for today. I hope you have a fabulous first day on week 6 of our distance learning. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.